Hello, sorry, I just had to jump in first because in this video I've realized I was talking about the Mayan calendar and I said it ended in 2020, which in my mind I was saying 2012, but it came out 2020. So I have to correct that because the Mayan calendar definitely didn't end in 2020, although 2020 was a very significant time for Gaia and humanity. So, yeah, but 2012 is like the rebirth of Gaia. So, yeah, just had to correct myself on that one. You know, sometimes your mind is thinking one thing and your voice says something else. Super interesting. All right, enjoy. Love you guys. Hello, everybody. So I thought I would tune into the frequency of Gaia, of Earth. Some say that Earth is more like the third dimensional reality name for it, but Gaia is a consciousness, a soul. Gaia is part of the original divine blueprint. And many people worry thinking that something's going to happen to Gaia or Earth, something bad will happen, or we're destroying her, or we're not respecting her. But honestly, Gaia is such a huge consciousness, such a huge soul that she's not a victim of this reality. She is far more powerful than what we can even perceive. She is this huge light body, this huge level of consciousness that was kind of like a volunteer to come into Earth. Well, come into Earth. She is Earth, but it's like she did drop herself down. That's what she's trying to say. She dropped herself down. She didn't drop her consciousness down. She's still a very huge, expanded consciousness. She knew that when she would fall down to a third dimension, that she may feel more limited like we did, but she's still aware of everything that has been going on and she could shift at any time, but she's been waiting for us to be ready. And I've heard people say that we're like fleas on her back, and that's not true at all. She doesn't want to shake us off. She knows that she is part of source frequency. She knows that we are source as well, and that her consciousness is connected to ours, and for her to harm us is like harming herself. And she knows that, quite often that things do happen, like natural disasters and that, but that is kind of like part of the soul contracts that have happened to help release old energy. And it's also like a game that souls want to play, to, go out in certain ways of something really exciting, like a hurricane or an earthquake. And I know, like, I want to send compassion to those who have lost family members in those types of experiences. But Gaia wants to say that she does love humanity and she's not a victim to humanity. She is far greater than being a victim. A victim is such a third dimensional mentality. Third dimension is more about, living in a fear construct where, you die or something bad happens and you can't reset it. You can't, there's nothing you can do about it. But Gaia is saying she is not a victim. She can easily heal herself, like the oceans. She can easily heal the oceans. She can shift anything. She has such a powerful consciousness. So she's saying, please do not fear that something bad is going to happen. There's a lot of fear because it is like, you could say it's a death of the old. In 2020, the Mayans said that was going to be it. And it was it for the old earth, for the old third dimensional earth. But Gaia sat there and waited for us to be ready for what we are calling ascension, for what we are calling like moving to 5D, moving like expanding and remembering, going back into who we are at a deeper level. And it's not the highest point of source consciousness, but we're just expanding to more than what we know now. So Gaia is definitely, she's it's like she's she's saying re-evolving, because she's not, she was already a crystalline type light body, but she did duck, what she's saying, like she's dipping into denser energy. She did that and she learnt a lot from that. It definitely did feel different than her light body, but now she feels like we're ready. Source is ready, the cosmic realms are ready, the angelic realms are ready. Everybody's ready for us to expand back into that higher consciousness. So it means that, so new earth, it means that the oceans would be, cleaner, coral reefs would be looking beautiful. There would be more of a balance of water for everybody. Like some countries have so much drought, some have too much rain. So there'd be more balance, because when we're more balanced within our minds, then Gaia is more balanced as well. She only plays to what we are feeling. She plays to our frequencies, our vibrations, our thoughts, because we are creating this reality. So if we are believing that we are destroying our world, then that is what starts to create in this conscious collective. But Gaia is saying that's not true. You're the creators. If every single one of us visualized a beautiful, clean planet, fresh water, beautiful organic vegetables, beautiful fruits, beautiful, like I'm hearing happy trees, like happy flowers blossoming, the insects are happy, the bees are creating honey. It's just like this, it's this dance and play and excitement. But if we're miserable within ourselves, we're angry, we're frustrated, then we're kind of creating these weather anomalies, as well as there is a little bit of agenda there too. But a lot of it, we're doing it ourselves. And if we believe that there is an agenda as well, then that's what we're creating too. Like if we're allowing it, we're saying, oh, that's just what happens. No, we are creating new earth, which is a higher level of consciousness, a higher level of expansion and experiences just for us. So yes, Gaia is saying, I am not a victim. Do you really think this? Look at the size of me. She's saying, look at the size of me. I am strong. I am powerful. You cannot destroy me. That's what Gaia is saying. So yeah, her consciousness is so expanded and so beautiful. And yeah, so Gaia is definitely more of a feminine. She has masculine within her as well. She's very good at balancing her divine feminine and divine masculine. But they wanted to create, because they knew it was going to be such a drop in level of frequency, they wanted the female, because they knew it was going to be a rebirth. So they wanted a female essence within Gaia, because there is a rebirth, and feminine energy is known for birth, but also we need the male as well. The male is very important. The divine masculine is very important for rebirth as well. So we need both people. We need both. Okay, so Gaia wants to send you love and light. And so what she does is, when there's a lot of sadness or a lot of energy that needs to come up, or a lot of anger, she brings it up. She transmutes it through her chakra points within her energy centers within the Gaia atmosphere. So she transmutes it, and it might come out as rain, it might come out as earthquakes, it might come out as storms, but it's this is what needs to be done to clear and purge the old energy. That's how we're resetting. That's how we're rebirthing. That's how we're awakening. That's how we're clearing. So we can't just be pop to new earth, because we have so much crap still that we haven't cleared. And she's helping us clear it. So, if there are any storms or anything that you're afraid of or don't feel comfortable with, just visualize a golden bubble of light, keeping you safe, keeping you calm, keeping you peaceful. Remember, your soul came here for this very moment, came here for expansion, came here for excitement, came here for experience. There's nothing you have to do. Just be yourself, be your true self. You are creating new earth just by being you. You're not the anger. You're not the sadness. You're not the grief. You're not the guilt. You are so much more than that. So reset to the original Gaia blueprint. The last video I did was about reconnecting to the divine blueprint, but this one you can remember. So ask Gaia to help you remember and reconnect to the original divine Gaia blueprint. So yeah, what an exciting time, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Check out my Patreon membership platform for heaps of bonus content. And I've also got a lot of new stuff on my website. I have these healing sessions. They're kind of like meditations, but they go really deep and expand your consciousness and connect you to a higher realm. So love you. Peace out. See you soon. Bye for now.